And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Cleveland Guardians. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Base is empty, one away. So in now for the Angels, Gavin Lux. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
The throw in. And he's out. Trying for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out.
Zach McGinnis digs in for the Guardians.
The last thing he wants is the
intentional pass coming. Bases down loaded, though it does set up a force at every base.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
And a run comes in to score.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo. Hard liner. Squeezes it. Runner tags for home. The throws offline, he's safe. And they take a two-run lead.
Sometimes that can be a little tough to score on. It was hit so hard that getting back to the bag, the tag, takes a little bit of time by the time that outfielder catches it. But a really good job of getting that run in from third.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Bounce to the left side. On to Horner, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hauls it in, one away. As we go to the last of the third. Stepping in the long ball threat, Zach McGinnis. Silson back to work. Fought off foul.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it hits the top of the wall. Throws to second, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
And that keeps his hitting streak going. He's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like he is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's never going to end. Absolutely remarkable. Shanuel takes it to the bag. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. 2 on, 1 out. Grounder might be 2. 1 at second, and that's 2. 1 hit, 1 left. Here's Trout. Now a screamer into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Lux around third. The relay. The tag out.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
One down. And next for L.A., Nolan Schanuel. And that one is lifted in the air. McGinnis settles underneath it and makes the grab. Runner tags at second to third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
An exciting play and a great throw to third for the double play. But, man, there's just no reason to try to move up to third right there. Not great base running to end the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
McGinnis goes 6'1", a member of the 2000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Pulls that one foul. The wind of the pitch. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. A gigantic block. 2 outs, nobody on. Zach McGinnis digs in for the Guardians. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that?
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Zach McGinnis. Foul ball there. Savali, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a slurve, a sinker, a four-seamer, and he works in a slider. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard.
Back now at Progressive Field. Now it's the power speed combo. Zach McGinnis.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one. Now, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
That one ripped. Way back there. And that one's gone. He circles the bases, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt, gets dirty. The throw to second is offline. Yeah,
and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
So 2 down. Kyle Manzardo, the next to hit. Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Here's some real power at the plate. Zach McGinnis. Oh, look at the stop. To his knee, the throw. It's there, and that's a great play. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Zach McGinnis. There's a swing and a drive. Got all of that one.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit. Well, at this point of the year, first day of the summer, teams are really starting to figure out who they are. No more excuses about cold weather or any inclement conditions. Now I think we'll start to see what this team is really made of as we move forward.
4 hours and 1 minute.
Zach McGinnis digs in for the
The
Guardians.
left fielder, Zach McGinnis.
That one is absolutely belted.
Round it here, round it.
And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Man at second with one away. Here's the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Out at third. And that is. Now it's Nick Senzel. Out towards left center. On the move. McGinnis holds it in on the run. That's ripped. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Nico Horner. Ripped on a line. Dives and makes the catch.
Hitter's got a broken heart on that one. It had base hit written all over it. Maybe extra bases. Great diving catch for the upset.
1 out, base is empty. Gavin Lux, the next to hit for the Angels. There's a line drive to left field. And there's a hit. McGinnis, in his 5th season, 22 years old. And he's a former Rookie of the Year. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
So first and second with 2 outs. Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians. McGinnis, the lead runner at second. Chisholm on at first with 2 down. Hard ground ball for a base knock.
Come on!
Here comes the throw. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Zach McGinnis digs in for the Guardians. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, gotta give you.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. A massive home run. That's his 5th homer in the series, and they tack on 3. It's 10-4. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Tying run at the plate. Line drive, base hit. Corner around second, heads for third. Here's the throw, the tag, and he's out. Zach McGinnis digs in for the Guardians.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they boost their lead. It's 12-8. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. 9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club that no one wants to be the player that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways, each player, every day they come to the ballpark,